Hello, my name's Katie and welcome to this practice makeup and chat with me video, I think I'll call it. Let's dive straight in. So today I think I want to go with a pink colour scheme, and so I got out all of my pink eyeshadows, which is this Bloom one, Revlon, BIS or BYS has a pink one in it, this cream one that my mum gave me from Revlon, and this one from Bloom. And for good measure I've got this lovely Me X Eyes in gold glitter because why not? Now before I start with the makeup, I do have a confession to make. I've started growing a mustache. I know, I've gotten to that age. For quite a long time I was plucking them when there was just one or two, but it's quite painful, as you might know if you've ever done it. I felt like I needed something with a bit more punch. So I bought this Nair facial hair removal cream. And when I bought it, it actually reminded me of when I was a little kid. When me and my brother were naughty, my mum would threaten to punish us with a Nair shampoo. But when I was a little kid, I didn't know what Nair was. I didn't realise it was a hair removal cream. So I didn't understand why my mum would punish us by doing something that she did normally, washing our hair. I didn't understand. Whether she understood why the punishment didn't work, I don't know. But I'll have to ask her and find out. Don't worry, I've gotten rid of my mustache beforehand off camera, so you don't have to see that. Hi, buddy. Sorry, I just have to show you the cat. Hang on. Hi, buddy. Alright, continue. So the first step, as always, is to prime, because not to prime is a crime. And I have this Etude House Face Blur, which I think is a really funny name. I'm not sure that you want your face to blur, but I guess you want your blemishes to, right? So it's actually pretty good. Let's put that on. Oh, hang on, I should get rid of my fringe. There we go. So I have a bit of a confession to make. Since my last video in which I did my makeup, I wanted to try to practice doing my makeup more. And I haven't actually done my makeup at all since that video. So that's why I thought I'd do another do my makeup with me video so I can practice doing it. And unlike my last video as well, when I used the screen from my phone as my mirror, which does not work, trust me, I'm using the hand mirror from this palette, which I'm actually not using today because there's no pink in it, but I'm using this mirror to do my makeup. I've never done that before. I usually use a stationary mirror at my dressing table over there, so this is gonna also be interesting. Alright, let me now put on my foundation. Or my concealer. Which one shall I use? No, they say you should put foundation on first and then concealer nowadays. I remember now. I'm gonna go full beauty guru and use a sponge to put my makeup on. Now I have a beauty blender that I've had for a while, but it's kind of gone crusty. So I decided not to use it. Oh, excuse me, thank you. He won't give it to me. Oh, I did give it to me. I'm trying to film a video, buddy. I love you, but dude, oh my god, just, ow, don't bite me. Here, play with that one. So when I was at Daiso the other day, I bought these beauty sponges. I don't need that many, but you know. So the foundation I'm using is this Maybelline Superstay in number 3, True Ivory. Oh. Is there some trick to getting it off? Oh! I tried to twist the lid off, but it's actually just a pull-off lid and it's got a squirty thing, which, unlike the previous one I bought, so I've been confused by makeup. Alright. So let's go. Ooh, it's very liquidy. Oh, okay. So let's see how we go. But then how do you hold up the mirror and then... Oh, it's running off my hand. Oh, okay. Beauty fail. Hang on. Hang on. Let me just wipe it up. Okay. I should have put it on this part of my hand. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So, just putting it on. Oh, it's dripping. It's dripping again. Okay. So, this is the first time I've used this foundation, and to me it seems a little bit yellow toned. I don't know if that's coming up on the camera, but, yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. All the makeup seems to have disappeared from my hand, so I'm just going to put some more on. Where did the sponge go? Oh god. Oh, there it is. Just getting into the creases there. Now, while I'm putting on my foundation, which is probably the slightly less interesting part. I promised you a story and a rant. Now, it's about a shopping trip for clothes, which turned out to be unsuccessful. So if you're not up to watching that, I totally understand. So skip forward to this timestamp here. The other day, I had to go into the city for an appointment, and I had some birthday money to spend, so I decided to buy some clothes. Now, I hadn't been shopping for clothes in the city for about 3 years, so it was kind of a big thing for me, and I don't buy clothes very often at all. So yeah, it was kind of a semi-momentous occasion. Now, for my size, there aren't very many shops in the city, Melbourne CBD, to buy large size clothes. You may or may not be surprised to hear that. But from when I used to go shopping for clothes regularly, I remembered the first shop that came to mind that had clothes I quite liked was H&M. So I decided to go there. So I went in and I went to the part of the store where the plus size clothes are, and they weren't there. So I thought, oh, okay, they must have moved them. And there happened to be a handy staff member right there. So I asked her where they're located now, and she said, oh, we don't have a plus size section. And I was a bit taken aback. And I said, oh, I haven't been for a while, but I remember there being a plus size section here. And she said, well, she'd been working there for just over a year, and there'd never been a plus size section the whole time she'd been working there. And she was so nice, so lovely about it. Like, I couldn't get mad at her. She was very apologetic. She was like, oh, I'm really sorry about that, hun. You know, I was nice back, but I was more bewildered than anything. I mean, maybe this is old news to a lot of people, but it was new news to me, so I was a bit taken aback. I think this foundation doesn't really have a lot of coverage, not as much as my previous one anyway. Maybe I need to put on another layer. I can try that anyway. So then I stood there thinking about what to do, and for a brief moment I thought, well, maybe I'll go check out the accessories and see if they have anything I like. Because when I used to go, I would often buy accessories like jewellery, scarves, a couple of bags sometimes, that sort of thing. But then the longer I stood there, the more I started to get the feelings that I used to get when I was younger and not as strong as I am now. Feelings of rejection, of feeling unwelcome, anxiety rising, that sort of thing. The more I thought about it, the more I thought, no, I'm not going to buy anything from H&M. There are already enough stores where the only things that fit me are the earrings, you know? And if they're not going to cater to me, if they're going to take away something that I used to enjoy, then they're not getting my money ever again. H&M can go and get their clothes are boring anyway. So I walked out of that place and I decided never to go back. I know that I'm only one customer and losing one sale is probably not going to even be a blip on their radar, but for me personally it's a matter of principle. I'm going to put some foundation on now. Ooh, spongy. I'm going to have to wash it. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of leftover foundation, but I think I've got enough coverage now, do I? I guess I could go over some bits a bit more. Alright, I guess with every foundation you it's a learning process of how much you need to use to get the level of coverage that you want. 2 squirts isn't enough, but 4 squirts is too many with this particular one. So now I'm going to go in with some concealer, which I think is the same one that I used in my last makeup video, which is a Korean brand that I can't read because I don't read Korean. But it has green for correcting redness and kind of salmony pink for correcting the purple under eyes. Now I do get purple under eye shadows quite a lot. Admittedly, I probably don't drink enough water. That would probably help, but yeah, that's life. So just putting that under my eyes now. I know I'm not using my ring finger, don't come at me, alright? It's just that's part of life. So how am I doing lately? I think I wanted to talk about that as well. Okay. I've had a few new medical diagnoses lately, which I'm not going to go into in a lot of detail, but yeah, it's you know, it's something that you need to kind of process, and it's been pretty intense. But in other ways, it's more just like, you know, I've got so many medical things wrong with me anyway, just welcome to the party, come on in. Sit down, relax, join the others. Yeah, and so I think my energy levels have been really all over the place, and my arthritis has been flaring up a bit. So that's made doing everyday stuff, you know, a little bit tentative, let alone making videos. But I am trying. I have a lot of ideas for videos. I've got a couple in the works. Is that enough concealer? Following on from my previous video to this one, where I unboxed clothes that I've forgotten I owned, I thought it would be fun to do a sort of lookbook with clothes that I've never worn before and try styling them in different ways, because I think that's one area where I tend to not be so strong in. Is I love colours. I know what colours look good on me, but then I have trouble putting different garments together. So I think I'd like more practice with that. I might just put a dab of green on my chin because that often looks quite red. Sometimes my cheeks can be quite red, but I think today they're all right. It's kind of cool day today, so doing okay in the cheeks department. So what is it now? Okay, so I think it's eyeshadow time now. So a few weeks ago I was looking at some stuff in the shed and I found these old clothing dyes which I've had for many years and I'd forgotten about. And I have 3 packets of this machine dye, which I've never tried machine dyeing before. Basically you throw the dye and your clothes into the washing machine and put it on a normal washing cycle, and apparently it dyes the clothes, and that seems pretty cool to me. So I have 3 packets of purple which I bought for a really cheap price many years ago, and so I want to try them out. Obviously I've got to choose which clothes I want to use them on. Oh, and now I'm going in with this Revlon Colour Stay cream eyeshadow, which my mum actually gave to me because she didn't want it anymore. So the brush is just inside here. It comes out like that. And I'm pretty excited about dyeing clothes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it into a video because I'm not sure that it's that interesting a process really. Machine dyeing is something I've never done before, so I think it would be fun to document it in a video. It'd be a pretty short video. We actually just recently tidied up our laundry and kind of semi-renoed it, so you'd be able to see that too. Not sure this is going on evenly, but you know, I'm just gonna take it right up to the top here, right under the eyebrow. I have no idea, like I have no plan for this makeup look, so look is probably a too strong a word for it, but I'm just like slapping makeup on now. All right. Okay, I've got to go in and do the other side. Okay, that's fine. The other side usually doesn't end up looking as good because I've got to like, well, I mean, everyone has the same problem really, so. Look, I'll be perfectly honest with you. When I'm doing my eyes, half the time I just do one side and then I try to emulate it on the other side without really knowing if it looks the same or not, and just hoping that it looks the same. Because I'm not very good at doing symmetrical things. Oh no, I've got some fallout. Oh. Yeah, so look out. You know what? I think I will make that into a video. So look out for that in the future. Get that on in there. Hang on, let me just slap some more up here. Oh, there's some that comes at like out here on this side, which I don't think it is on this side. So I'll just like, there we go. Yes? Oh, no, I got some in my eye. Oh. How does that look? Now, you never just put on one shade of eyeshadow, right? Because that's boring. Unless that's like a current trend, I don't know. Here from Revlon, I have this palette with a couple of pink shades. Now this one, it's gouged out because I was using the colorant in a UV resin project. I haven't hit pan naturally or anything, sadly. I'll just like put a bunch on. I also saw a video recently which said the first spot you touch with your brush is the spot where you want the color to be most intense, which makes sense because like the more you brush it on, the less there's going to be on the brush to spread. I don't even think this shade is showing up on here. Ooh, I'll put some up there. Yeah, now I have to put some up there on the other side too. I don't think you can see it, but oh well. Now I've saved the best colour for last. I've got this Bis eyeshadow, BYS. I'm not sure. New Intense Formula, it says. But this pink here from here is pretty exciting. So I'm going to go in with some of that. Another thing I wanted to talk about was what it's like living in the Southern Hemisphere. As you might be able to tell from my accent, or if you know me, I'm Australian. And most of the time that's pretty good. But I live in the Southern Hemisphere, which means that the seasons are opposite from everyone in the Northern Hemisphere. Now I found out only quite recently that the population of people living in the Southern Hemisphere is only 11%, 11.5%, and 88% of people live in the Northern Hemisphere. And that actually explained a lot because I had noticed that the representation of people living in the Southern Hemisphere is not very much on the internet. But I feel like we are underrepresented because everything is so seasonal on the internet. If you haven't noticed, When it's autumn or fall, everyone gets so excited. When it's spring, everyone gets so excited. Or when it's Halloween, everyone gets so excited. But for us, it's the opposite. So when everyone in Europe and the US and Asia is getting excited about spring, for example, for us, it's autumn. And if you're on social media a lot, on YouTube, etc., and you're seeing all of this content that's completely the opposite of what you're experiencing when you look out the window, then it leads to a sense of cognitive dissonance almost, which I don't blame you. It's not your fault that you're in the 88%. But sometimes I do feel a bit forgotten about. And when I've posted pictures on Instagram of seasonal things, I've even had people unfollow me. Now, I don't know if it's a coincidence or if it's because I'm posting about the so-called wrong season, but it was still kind of sad, you know. Okay, I need more pizzazz. Let me have more pizzazz. Maybe I'll bring some of the makeup down here a little bit. The last few years I've really been loving more this kind of more colour under the eye look. And I really enjoy dressing seasonally. Like, I like dressing in some clothing styles that really embrace the seasons, like Morikei and cottagecore. And I really want to dress more seasonally. But when it's the opposite season to it seems like everyone else on the internet, it's kind of difficult. I don't really know what to do. Are they even? No, this one's a little bit, has to come out a little bit further down. Maybe? I don't know, you tell me. I'm only halfway done. Okay, I'm only halfway done. But I just need to quickly go get some eyeliner. Okay, so I've went through and found some eyeliners. Oh, I think this one's actually a lip liner. That one's a lipstick. Hang on. So this is a pinkish red one. I might try this one actually, or is it a lip liner too? I don't really care. Oh, this is a liquid eyeliner. I could try that. I've only tried liquid eyeliners a couple of times before, so this should be interesting. This is Avon Simply Pretty Sparkling Eyeliner in Dazzling Plum. So, yeah, never really done liquid eyeliner before, so hopefully this is not terrible. Oh dear. Okay, is that bad? It's pretty bad. Oh well, it's my first time. The cat is looking at me like I'm a complete idiot. Let's try this side. Oh dear. It's going all over my eyelashes. I hope that won't be a problem. Oh no, I've gone up the... What if I come back from the other side? Yeah, this is turning out great. Alright. Wait. Look at that. Looking good, hey. And then on the other side it kind of comes out like that. So there we are. Oh no. I'm just going to leave it like that because I don't know how to fix it and I don't want to start over. Actually, I might put a little bit of this Model Co Nectarine. I don't even know if it's a lip liner or an eyeliner, but I'm just going to put a little bit underneath to add some interest. Oh, it's not even going on. I don't know, maybe I'm using the wrong product, but... Oh, you can't even see it. I don't know why I bothered. Oh, I've got makeup in my eye, but that's the price of beauty. Yeah, so I really have this dilemma because I want to do seasonal lookbooks and other things like that, just like other YouTubers do, but they're going to be in the opposite season for 90% of people. So is anyone going to look at them? Should I film them 6 months in advance and then post them in what to me is the wrong season? Should I just go ahead and be an Australian and embrace my being different from 90% of the world? I really don't know. I haven't figured this out. If you have thoughts on that, let me know. Please comment down below because I'd love to know what you think of them, whether you live in the Southern Hemisphere or the Northern Hemisphere. I'd love to know. Now I've still got this golden glitter eyeshadow, so I'll throw some of that on. I've got this kind of medium-sized brush for that. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Maybe this brush is probably way too big, but oh well. Yeah. Put it everywhere. That's it. I don't even know if you can see it. Can you see it? I might just put a little bit of highlight like up here. Oh yeah, up here. Oh nice. There's still so many products to go. I'm confused. So I should probably do my brows, but I don't have the right colour brow liner. So I'm just going to leave them. I'll just cover them up. There we go. Alright, what should I put on next? Yeah. So I got this stuff that I got in a beauty sample box for my birthday last year, which is MAC Strobe Cream. I think MAC is a pretty swishy brand, isn't it? So I'll definitely got to give this a go. So I'll just squirt a little bit on my hand, I guess. maybe use this brush. I have no idea if it's the right kind of brush, but oh well. So this is a highlighter, so you'd put it like on bits you want to highlight, I suppose. I've seen people put it like down their nose like this. Or maybe that was just on RuPaul's Drag Race. Do non-drag people do this? I don't know, but I'll just put some on the tip of my nose, and I'll put some maybe just up here. Do you put it on your chin? Maybe just like here. I don't know if that's pointless or not, but you know, I guess the point of makeup is to experiment, right? Maybe I should just have used my, oh no, my foundation's coming off. Are you serious? Okay, I just gotta put some more foundation on. There we go. That was a bad idea. Anyway, you can't see that, can you? No, never mind. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. I've still got some MAC on my hand here. I don't want to waste it because I'm sure it's bougie stuff. So I'm just going to pat it on. Maybe up here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put my mascara on now. I feel like we're getting to the final stages. So this is the Elizabeth Mott It's So Big something mascara. To be honest, I don't think it's living up to the name, unless it's dried out and is not... Dude, I'm trying to film a video. I really need to buy a new mascara. So I've also had some ideas about making videos on things I've never tried before, especially makeup wise, because I'm not that experienced when it comes to makeup, as you might be able to tell. So things like I've never used contour. I've never tried false eyelashes. So I thought it would be fun to have some videos where I try those things for the first time and share them with you. Let me know if you'd like to see some of those. Is that going on? Let's just say I'm wearing mascara, okay? Let's move on. So now I've got this Bloom powder, loose powder in the tone Glow. I don't think it's transparent powder, but I'm gonna put it on, and yeah. I bought this new puff from Daiso to apply it with. How does one gain entrance to the puff? Okay. Ooh, nice. Oh, listen to that. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So much powder. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Maybe I'll just... There's a tiny bit... I might just try and tip a tiny bit into the lid and use what's in the lid, because we don't want to go too overboard. Okay, patting. I'm not sure if you're supposed to put it over your eyes as well, or if that's just the translucent powder. I think I need to do more research and just go back to the basics on makeup and find out how to put it on without it coming off or looking janky. Fringe separation. Fringe separation. There we go. Fixed. But I mean, no one's going to be looking at you this close up, are they? Except on Valentine's Day. Alright, I think that'll do for that. Now for lips. I couldn't decide which colour lipstick to choose, so I grabbed several pink-ish ones. I also have this lip liner, which I don't really use lip liner, but you know what? Let's start. So this is a She brand lip liner in some colour. It doesn't... Oh, it's Jasper. The colour is Jasper. You can't really talk while you do this, so sorry about the radio silence. Do you fill in the whole lip? Because I feel like I filled in half of it already just by accident, so maybe I should just go the whole hog and fill in the whole thing. Yeah, let's do that. It's not like this lip liner is in danger of running out at any point soon anyway. It's so uneven. Oh dear. At what point do you stop putting lipstick on? Like, at what point does your lip end and the inside of your mouth begin? I have no idea. I really admire a bold lip, but I haven't really done it myself much in the past or ever, so I'd like to embrace it more. But I feel like this lip liner is a bit too red for the look I'm going for today. It's also very dry, so I want to cover it up with a more appropriate colour lipstick. So trying to keep in with the bold theme, I've narrowed it down to these two. This one's more of a bright pink, and this one is more of a dark maroon pink. Okay, I've narrowed it down to this Lacqua & Co. lip lube in Beelzebub. Interesting colour for a bright pink, but there you go. I actually really like lip crayons. They're just so easy to apply. Although I just went out the line, so ignore that. It also has a nice minty smell, actually. I suppose that's a plus for when you accidentally get it inside your mouth and you taste it. And get it on your teeth like I did just then. That's probably one of the funnest parts of doing your makeup. Yeah, it's on. I also really like an ombre or ombre look, so I'm going to go over with a lighter colour, which is this Styly Style in Spirit. Just in the centre here. I sounded so Australian then. Just in the centre here. I actually think some of the darker colour lipstick's coming off, but it's an exchange. I'm creating a new colour. It's exciting. I don't think you can really see it, but oh well. So we're just about finished, so all that remains is a setting spray, and I happen to have this Skin Food Red Orange Makeup Finish Matte type, which I've probably had for way too long as well, but it is a spray, so yeah. I feel like I've gotten spray everywhere, on my hair, on my top, on my cute puffy things. It has a really nice orange scent, which is good. I actually look alright, I think. And it's only taken like 35 minutes. Now's the part where I show off my look. These cute puffs I most likely bought from Daiso. These earrings I bought from Etsy. From Mystery, and this necklace I made the cord myself, and I put on this charm which I got in an Easter egg, I think, and wearing my Build a Ladder t-shirt. So this is a little bit of a Fairy Kay inspired look, although I think the lip is probably a little bit too dark and bold for that. But I had a lot of fun doing this look, and I hope you enjoyed it too. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving me a like, and if you think you might be interested in any of the future videos I mentioned, please do subscribe. It really makes my absolute week when anyone subscribes or likes to any of my videos, or even views any of my videos. I really do appreciate it. Anytime anyone uses their precious viewing eyeball time to watch my videos, every single view counts to me, and I want to thank you. And I hope you have a great day or evening. Bye!